Greetings and welcome back to SmartWatch Tics. We're a YouTube channel dedicated to smartwatch, fitness bands, and something like this, which is a brand new earbud fitness band combination. Now, I'm going to start out a whole new playlist for you, and I'm going to put this at the very beginning, this particular review, even though we've done several more of them. If you go to smartwatchtics.com, smartwatchtics.com, look at the playlist button, press that. There's a whole bunch of playlists, and search for the one that says More Earbuds Fitness Bands or something like that. I haven't made it yet. And you'll see this review first and a whole bunch of other ones. Now, why this is so cool is, we got two arms, right? And my right arm is going to be dedicated to one of these. I love them so much. Oh my gosh, these are so cool. And my right arm is going to have one of them all the time. Right now, we're going to figure out which one. I've got as many of these on order that are different and unique as possible. We've gone through 3 or 4 already. Now we're hitting the top of the line. We're going to look at them all, talk about their qualities, and from there, you and I can decide which one we want to get. This is the TalkBand 2 by Huawei. Yeah, Huawei. And what's more, all of you iPhone fans out there, let's look around here, somewhere on here. Okay, it's talking about what it'll do. Works with up. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? There's a little string right here. A little ripcord. Not sure what that'll do. We'll get into it. Huawei design. They had a little sticker on there and a Scotch tape piece. I've taken that off, but that's it. Huawei. And on the bottom, look at that. Made for iPhone. Wow. First time ever I've had a something here on this channel, Chinese origin, made to work with the American US iPhone, primarily. I don't even know if it'll tether to Android. We're going to find that out together as well. Anyway, here it is. It's called the B2, the TalkBand B2, and this is high-end stuff, folks. They've got a little cover here on the plastic, which we can pop that off. And then you see I got my little slitter things because I had this little sticker that was stuck on there. I know I'm scratching up the beautiful box. Oh no. Okay, now we can open it up. Oh, it hinges. It's a hinging box. Okay. What is that little thing on there? You know what? I think it's one of those store things where you can't steal it. Wow, look at that. Wow, it's in its own boat. Wow. No, it's a little, I don't know, a little dongle thing. There's a box down in the bottom as well. Oh, you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. I gotta share with you where you can get one because I can tell you want this already. You want it. You want it so bad. Banggood. Hey, Banggood, thank you. These guys are great. They have sent out the TalkBand 2, Huawei's TalkBand 2. Check the show notes for a buying link, discount coupon, and as we get ahead of ourselves, let's see what we've got in here. It's this one's black, works with Android 4 and iOS 7 and above. It's Bluetooth 3. Now, a lot of the newer ones are using Bluetooth 4, which should be better on your battery life in probably both the band and your phone. Because Bluetooth 4 kind of goes on and off when it's needed. 4.0, 1, 2, that kind of range. But this one uses 3.0, but spoiler alert, this is the TalkBand B2. There is a TalkBand B3 on the way from Huawei, and we have it on pre-order. But we'll look at this one. We've got moderate waterproof. You don't really want to get this one wet. It's not dunkable, that's for sure. Double microphone denoising, that should improve calling. It's got Bluetooth calling, of course, pedometer, calories, distance, sports multi-mode, like a full-on fitness thing, a built-in sleep monitor, pickup answer, got to check that out. By the way, I'll deviate. This is one of the interesting things we want to check out on these. When you have it on your wrist and you have a phone call coming in, if you pop it out, does it immediately switch from the phone to the band, to the earpiece and answer the phone? So as you're sticking it in your ear, it's connecting the call. That's a thumbs up. if you pop it out and you have to press a button or hold down the front or do some action to get it to transfer over, it's a little more cumbersome, but if you get used to it, it's not that bad. It's just the way they've implemented. I think pick up answer is about, well, we'll find out. Caller show, I guess that'll show on the display who's calling. It's got message push, remote camera capability, so you can use your wrist to take a selfie or a camera with your phone. Direct unlock. That, I think, is a special feature if you have the app installed that you can unlock your phone with having your watch on, your band on. A situational reminder. Wow. Never heard of that. And anti-lost, of course. Okay, little bitty battery. There's your size. It's not a big thing. It's not meant to be a full-on Android smartwatch. But what it does, what all of these things do, is that special little treat that comes when you pop it out. Now, sometimes there's buttons down here. Oh, there they are. Sometimes there's a button in the front. This one looks like it's down here. I'm going to jump you into this right away. I'm going to hold it in case it pops up. Just a little bit. Good. Didn't fly out of my hand. When you lift it, look at that. It comes out. It's got an earpiece built into it, just like a Bluetooth headset, right? Except it's a full-on phone fitness thing. We've got a cover on here as well we can take off. And we'll set that down and see if we can get the band off, which snaps, slides, and here it is. So you're going to have this tray, it says TalkBand right on there, kind of a tray that you carry on your arm. Now, those of you that are using Bluetooth headsets and have done that before, where do you put it? You walk around all day with it hanging out of your ear? Or do you stick it in your pocket and try to grope for it when a call is coming through? Well, I mean, even if it didn't have a watch, I think these things are really worth it that you've got a holder on your wrist for your earpiece. And it does all the other things too, so that's cool. Inside of this box, again, look at the attention to quality here. You can tell when something's at the Apple level, or the Huawei level, because it's very professionally packaged. There's a quick start and safety information and your limited warranty sheet. And again, bear with us as we show all of this stuff on camera. For those who are seriously interested, you get to read all this ahead of time, and you don't have to worry about not having access to it through a PDF or some reference on the website. I know not many people do this, and I know it also makes for longer reviews. And you can always put this in 2x and it'll go really, really fast. You can do that. You can change the speed. You can go 1.25, 1.5. You can play it back faster. Or you can just skip through all this manual stuff. But for those of you like me, actually, honestly, I have had questions come in, and instead of trying to hunt down the band or watch and all of that stuff, I'll go to the review and I'll look at the manual. There's a QR code to download the Tethering app and Bluetooth tether it. Obviously, you're going to need that. More good stuff. Now, if this works like most of them do, you will probably end up tethering twice. You're going to tether the Bluetooth headset to the phone as a Bluetooth headset, just like you would with a Bluetooth speaker or a separate headset. That's the direct pairing that you normally do when you press Bluetooth on your phone. Different language now. We're into different languages in the book. Okay. So you're going to pair your headset to your phone that way. Then you're going to pair your fitness band to the app in the traditional way that you pair apps, by bringing up the app and looking for it and then connecting it up that way. Quick look at the safety information. So once you've done both of those, it can operate independently as a earpiece for answering phone calls, and it can operate as a fitness band to collect your steps and all the other things that it's going to be doing. Another thing you can tell when you're in a high-end company that's got a lot of deep pockets and lawyers on their firm is the degree to which they go to give you verbose information about everything they could possibly have liability information, safety and warranty and all that stuff. And so you've got that with the Huawei as well. So that's what's in that box. And can you hear that? There's something else in here. Inside. This is a great display thing. You know what? I'm going to start showing watches wrapped around here. It's going to make it a lot easier on the videos. You've got a cord. The cord's got USB on one end, and it looks like micro USB on the other. That's good. And something else in here. Wow. Extra earbud cover thingies. So different sizes for different sized ears. Nice attention to detail. So you can change that out to fit your ear. I'm glad I know that. I'll work with the right one when I put it on. That's everything out of here, which means that the charging is done directly from the USB right there. Isn't that great? So if you're at work, if you're at home, if you're in church, wherever you are that you can plug in, you can charge it up. You don't need a separate charging cable or dongle or dock or anything. You can just do it from your straight USB connection you charge your phone with. Wow, wow, wow. All right. I'm going to not turn it on and test it out for you now because these things are complicated. I'm going to work with it for a couple of days. I'm going to find out if it answers phone calls when you pop it out, how loud it is. Can you hang it up? Can you call from it? What can you do? And I will be back like that for you, but for me in a few days, we'll give you the rundown on this. Okay. Well, this is a fun little thing. Got a lot to tell you about it. Got some data on it and learned some skills with it. For example, flipping your wrist and doing it again can take you into the different pages, like your step count, your calories burned, your last night's sleep time, the training mode, and back to time. So all of those are available either that way or by swiping through from the screen. There's no buttons to push, though. It's a swipe. When you're on your home screen and you press and hold, it'll vibrate, and you can take a look at the other different watch faces that are available. Here's one that's giving you temperature instead of battery power and Bluetooth status with just the time and no date. Press and hold again. We can come into, boy, it's quick. Press and hold. It's a long press and hold. I got wet fingers, folks. Press and hold and slide it to an analog and then back to a full digital and then back to the one I like because it gives me all of the data. So those are your 4 different watch faces, and when you press and hold on the side, after it's on, press and hold, you get into the Bluetooth mode. You press and hold it again, it'll start blinking and you can sync. When you come in here, when we're tethered to the app, you can take a selfie or you can tap here to do the find your phone thing, which I think I just did. Yep.
Right here.
Okay.
Right here.
I guess you'll find your phone with that, and so will everybody else. Fun. All right, I'm going to pop it out now because that's what you guys are all here for, right? Boom, I press the 2 side buttons firmly, and I can pop the module out, and we can take a look at that. So good, bads, and ugly. Well, it's pretty. It's not ugly. It doesn't have any buttons on this side. It's got a microphone, I believe, here, and 2 microphones here. There's some noise canceling. Maybe, I don't know what that one is there. It's got that removable earpiece thing. You have 3 different sizes you can put on this. And it's your typical earbud type of thing. You got to maneuver it to get it just right in your ear. It's light, it's thin, so it actually fits pretty well. You have the 1 button here. Now, this is what's cool about this one. As with some of them, when you put it in or take it out, it triggers the connection Bluetooth to your phone. So if a call is coming in on your phone and you grab your phone, you can answer it there. But if you want to answer it here instead, all you do is remove it and it immediately answers the phone and transfers the call over here. By the way, it shows you the phone number coming in on the display. And by the way, this is one of the brighter displays, as you can see. It's still not really bright to see outside in bright sunlight, but it's better than some of the other bands that we've taken a look at. So you got those good things going for you. You got that twist and shout thing so you can actually page through all of your different settings. When it's on your arm, it's got, I guess, the right kind of gyro so it doesn't accidentally go on. And it tethers to an app from Huawei called, you ready for it? Come back your phone. Huawei Wear. Yeah. What, when, where, and how. How, when, where, and Huawei. Huawei Wear right here. This is the app. It's kind of big, 35 megabytes, and it's got its little disclaimer stuff in here, which you could take a look about. And this is an app that's universal for a lot of the Huawei devices, with over 1 million downloads and recently updated May 14th. And you've got your terms and conditions that you have to go through when you're getting into it to set it up, but you don't have to create an account right away. It also, when you get into it, wants you to download another app called Huawei Health. All right, you can skip or install that. If you download it, you'll find that it's also equally large, about 70 megabytes, even larger than the other one. And Huawei Health is a specific app keyed to monitoring all of your health data from the various Huawei devices, except this one. It doesn't seem to be able to support it. Here's the write-up on it. And if you got into it, which we can't from this one, but I'm showing you because this is a teaser. This is the Huawei TalkBand 2, Bluetooth 3.0, precursor to the B3, which I'm hoping to get in soon, which will be Bluetooth 4 and will tether to this. So look at this as something inexpensive that you may want to get into to play with and see if you want to upgrade to the 3 when it's out. In the meantime, just to show you the screens from the snapshot within the app, these are the kind of things you would be looking at data-wise, including a trajectory. I don't believe with GPS in this kind of a watch, but some of their other ones do have GPS. But there's a page for that. Your sleep quality, all of that stuff. You could set goals and more. So that's the fitness app specific for the Huawei group. But there's the Huawei Tethering App is what I want to show you, and I'll show you that live right now. When you're in Huawei Wear, it's going to show you a little picture of your particular device when you're connected and your power level, with the descriptor up at the top. You get a basic snapshot of your step count, calories, and distance, the activity reminder, alarms, do not disturb, notification management to push notices to it, your weather report, enabled or not, that you saw that one watch face had. You raise hand to wake the screen, and I guess it's got that advancing feature on there. Help, firmware update, and restore factory settings. Well, I thought this review would be done before these guys started hatching, but I talk a long time if you haven't figured that one out. Anyway, these always are laid in pairs, and one of them hatches and the other one hatches usually within 10 minutes to 2 hours. And it's been almost 2 hours, so I got to bring it in and kind of keep it with me for the rest of the video. What's in the egg? Well, those of you who follow the channel know that I raise Madagascar day glow geckos. Well, that's what I call them. Gold dust geckos is their official name. They're the green ones with the red little stripes down the back and a row of gold dust along their spine. They're really beautiful things. Got stripes on their noses. And there's a baby in here. The other one, of course, hatched and has run off somewhere. And I need to catch this guy before he actually gets away. Wow, he's close to birthing. Look at that. You can see part of him right there. So he'll be in the video. I don't know if he's going to hatch or not, but might keep you watching, huh? All right. Now, I wanted to go in here and show you the help because this is probably something that's worthwhile if you're thinking about this kind of a in-the-ear Bluetooth headset fitness band clock thing. Special features goes into how you can use the gestures to wake up the screen, changing the home screen, which we showed you press and hold, using this as a camera remote, and using it to find your phone. So we've gone over all of those things. Using your TalkBand goes through what the different icons are. So you've got the walking and the calories burned, but not the distance reported on there. You have sleep monitoring and session data. That's the session action that we went into. And running when you're actually active, and cycling, which are available through it. And wow, it popped us all the way out of hell. We were in using it. Using the touch screen, again, you can press, you can swipe, and you have the button on the side, but there's no buttons above and below like on some of the other ones. Using your TalkBand without your phone, you don't need to have it tethered. After the initial pairing, it requires your phone to make calls and listen to music, obviously, because it's a Bluetooth only. By the way, we're still watching. I'm babysitting, and we're hoping that this little baby will pop out of its egg like this one popped out of its egg before we're done. Let me know, okay? Wake me up and tell me to shut up and focus over here if something starts moving. So you need the phone, of course, to do the active fitness and sleep thing after you tether it, but you don't need your phone with you when you're collecting that data, but you do need it in order to make calls or play music with the band, and that's pretty much obvious, I would think. And updating it and the application was through the firmware. We saw that. Resistance to dust and water. Okay, it's dust resistant, water resistant for everyday use. You could wash your hands and so forth and walk in the rain, but it's not recommended you wear it while, washing your car or swimming. I mean, look, hello, there's a hole here. It's going to go right in the microphones and stuff. Don't submerge it, but take care, and if it gets dirty, rinse it with water. Yikes. I'd rather see you rinse a paper towel or a cloth and wipe it than to rinse it with water. Yeah. And wipe it with a wet cloth and then dry it with a dry cloth. All right. Maybe we shouldn't be showing you the help. I don't know how good it is. Connecting with Bluetooth is pretty obvious. Bluetooth headset, answering a call, adjusting the volume. Really? How can we do this? Flick up or down on the Bluetooth headset screen. Now, there's something I didn't know. You can actually change the volume. Cool. By swiping while you're on the call. I tend to have mine up all the way from the phone to hear it good and strong. But if it's too loud, I guess you could do that. Okay, we will look at the help. It is beneficial. What's next? We are Bluetooth headset, right? Ending a call. I think you can just slip it in the band or press the button on the side, right? It says press the button, but I think, with this one, had success just sticking it into the holster to also end the call. But to play safe, you may want to end the call on the side if you don't want the call to kind of stay connected if the other person is listening on the other side of what you're saying about them afterwards. You can reject a call simply by holding the side button on your TalkBand to reject it. Okay, you can also press the side button to stop the TalkBand from vibrating if you don't want it to be vibrating like you're in a meeting or something. All these are those little subtle things that you need to know and normally we don't get to. Returning a missed call. Now, this was kind of cool. I was able to actually do this. If you miss a call, it'll actually show on the screen and you touch the icon. Now, if you do that and it's in the holster, it's going to show you an icon of taking it out of the holster. And as soon as you take it out of the holster, it's going to actually start placing the call through your phone. Very, very cool. So if you miss the call, twist your arm, it'll show you there. If you're at a place where you can call back, Just press that button and eject it, and the call will automatically be placed to the last number that came in that you missed. But only the last one. If you missed 2 or 3, it's not going to show you all of those. How you listen to music? Simple. You can listen to music without having to worry about cables. You cannot play music over Bluetooth when the headset is attached to the strap. So you have to have that in your ear. And it's not telling you how to control it. And I didn't see a music player in there, but on the phone. So apparently you will have to control it from your phone. Activities and sleep, tracking activities and sleep patterns. You saw in the app, it's got some pretty cool, it's got a 6-axis motion sensor for tracking activities and sleep patterns. Very limited help, doesn't go into a whole lot of detail. Anything else? Smart alarms to make sure you wake up, blah, blah, blah. Early vibration. When it's enabled, the TalkBand will vibrate ahead of the alarm time. If you are in a state of light sleep, you could get out of bed and not wake your partner, right? Cool. There's information on snoozing. And it's a 10-minute snooze, it looks like. Okay. And charging and power, charging time, 2 hours to a full charge. The battery on the icon on the screen will indicate your charging status. And you use a standard USB connector right here in the bottom. And it supports all these different charging rates. So just the same thing that your phone or tablet would hook up to. Okay, I think that's a good enough for help. Let's see what else we've got here. We got double lines up here at the top, as I'm usually off the screen. Coming in here shows your home, your profile, the message center, your overall device management, which is where you can add devices or disconnect the one that you're on, and your settings. Auto update device over Wi-Fi. Oh, and you could change your units from imperial to metric if you'd like. That's good to know. And it is in 24-hour time right now, right? You're getting the AM and PM. See, it's 4 p.m. in the afternoon, 1600. I'm learning, folks. I'm learning 1600. I still don't know what my height and weight are, though. All right, anything else? There's no other pages here to show you any other data like you saw in the Health app. Whoa. Well, I guess it's good we're doing this live. All right, here's the Health app. And first of all, it's saying it's getting multiple step counts detected from a variety of devices. I think that's what Mrs. Tix experiences at night when all of these things are flashing their little green diodes, trying to read heartbeats and stepping in sync with each other and out of sync. Well, anyway, this app is doing that too. That's touch to view data sources. Okay. It's getting a number, and is that number representative of what we've got here? 1156. So I take it back. I could not pair this for the life of me with this app. However, without the life of me, it did it anyway. So it's giving us our information. You could start a workout, it says. What's going to happen? Set a target, outdoor, indoor. Oh, it's going to give me my GPS location. Yep, it's coming up. So you can do it like you can with some of the other apps. You can do a workout from here, and it probably will track the step count and transfer that to the app, but give you all of the GPS and everything from there. Here's a whole training plan, customized plans. Here's your different devices that you can hook up to this app. You can manage these cards that you're seeing. Training history. If you have any, you've got a whole workout training history there. Folks, you can download this app for free right now. Check it out and see if this is something you might want to be able to grow into. You've got all of this, your own individual settings, heart rate, interval, and warning. Wow. I do not think this is going to work with this particular unit, Again, this is a universal Huawei app for all of their bands and watches. But look at the potential that's there if you get a more fancy watch. Interesting app. Maybe if we get one like that, we can really run through this app the proper way and set some of these things. And your basic policies, and there's your units again that you can set all of that in the Me tab. So you've got Me and Home. You've got your overall data here. I'm not seeing the sleep information like we saw in that other sample from the Google Play Store. Well, all right. Anyway, you can check it out too and play with it. I don't want to waste more time on this, but this is the overall app. And again, this is the band itself. Again, it's the Huawei TalkBand B2 coming to us from Banggood. They'll also be sending us, we're on back order, pre-order, front order of the B3 from Huawei as soon as it's available. And yeah, we'll do a comparison look at the two of them together. And I would expect to see this price go down, obviously, when new technology comes out. So check the show notes, come back and check it again. It's a good band as far as a basic band goes. You notice it's not doing blood pressure and heart rate and cooking you breakfast and all the kinds of things that other ones are throwing in with bells and whistles. But it's giving you the basics. And it's probably, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, more accurate, maybe, than some of the really inexpensive ones. It's a name brand, and you saw how it was packaged. So might be good to pick this one up if you want to play with it. Again, check the show notes. You've been watching SmartWatch Ticks, and we are having fun. We're going to have, you may be watching this, the first video in a new playlist dedicated to these puppies. And we're going to, of course, toward the end, when I've had a bunch of them to look at, go through and tell you the pros and cons, the goods and the bads of each of them, and the features to look for. Right now, they're just kind of unfolding as they go. And but we'll summarize all that. All right. We'll see you back here soon. If you subscribe, I sure hope so. Tell your friends. We love to have friends. All righty. Bye. Hey, you. Are you going to come into the world or not? Are you in there? All right. Another day. You can't rush nature, that's for sure.